Well, the Biden administration's top diplomat meets one-on-one with Pope Francis. The meeting comes as President Joe Biden has come under intense scrutiny for his stance on abortion and whether he should present himself for Holy Communion. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
Tracy, today during a closed-door meeting at the Apostolic Palace, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke with the Pope for about 40 minutes. And Secretary Blinken was asked whether he and the Holy Father discussed what everyone's been talking about, whether President Biden should receive Holy Communion.
Pope Francis says hello to U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. A Vatican spokesman says their meeting, quote, played out in a cordial atmosphere. Secretary Blinken later shared pictures of his meeting with the Holy Father. He called it an honor and praised the Pope's, quote, commitment to tackling the climate crisis and promoting human rights and human dignity around the world. Also discussed at the Vatican, China. Last year, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo called on the Holy See to take a tougher stand against Chinese restrictions on religious freedom. President Biden, for his part, has criticized China for forced labor practices. But asked whether the two discussed President Joe Biden's worthiness to receive the Eucharist, Secretary Blinken skirted the controversy, saying, quote, one of the luxuries of my job is that I don't do domestic politics. Secretary Blinken is also responding to U.S. military airstrikes against Iranian-backed militia groups near the border between Iraq and Syria. The secretary says President Joe Biden ordered the strikes to prevent attacks against U.S. troops.
We have been very clear, the President has been very clear throughout that we will act to protect U.S. personnel.
Also today here at the White House, President Biden greeted the outgoing Israeli president. Reuven Rivlin traveled to the U.S. as part of a farewell visit. Now, by the way, the White House says the timing of that airstrike had nothing to do with the Israeli president's trip here to the White House. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.